And we're live. Hi, David from Australia. You're set to go.
Hi, welcome everyone, and welcome to my show. It's really great to have you here. I am on YouTube, and there is a PayPal link for donations. I do readings, I do healings. I'm very intuitive in my work, and often energies come to me. I'm an energy intuitive, so I pick up on energies, and it's a different way to work for some. For some, you'll be very familiar with it. I do take comments and questions and feedback. I do check the comment section. So if you are tuning in now, feel free to say hi. Where are you from? I pick whoever I'm drawn to. There's no guarantees. I prefer someone's face and name. Just gives me an orientation. So if you're new to the show, if you can put your real name and face in the picture section, that's really helps me. Really appreciate it. And welcome to Kim Lanza. Kim is a great friend of the show, and Kim is like gold for the show because of her interesting comments and questions, which stimulate thoughts and open up lots of interesting pathways. So welcome to Kim, and as you can see, Kim has her name there, and she has her face. I can clearly see her, so I know I'm talking to a real person, and that's beautiful, Kim. I was talking today about the toads in Australia and how I was out and about yesterday and came across a toad, and they're a little bit scary. They're very big and fat, the adults, and they're kind of like little rats. And they kill all the local species. They're an alien species, and it's an interesting ethical issue. What do people do with toads? And because they kill so many of the local species, the birds and the frogs, a lot of people out here in Queensland encourage locals to kill them, to cull them, as the friendly word for kill, cull. I don't know how you feel. Some people have very compassionate hearts. They don't want to see death. That death really is part of this matrix, this human life. A lot of creatures are here for very short term, and that toad is killing a lot of the local species, like the beautiful tree frogs. I don't know if you've seen the green tree frogs. We get they're the most stunning creatures. Google them if you can. And these toads actually kill those local indigenous green tree frogs. So there's a lot of destruction. They kill birds as well, the local species. So the environment's not evolved to deal with these toads. They don't have a natural predator. Anything that tries to kill them seems to die itself. So they're very poisonous and not very hospitable. So it's an interesting dilemma, and perhaps we have this in our own personal lives, and as a collective, as humanity, we have these issues where sometimes there's a poison, we need to remove that poison, and sometimes there's very hard choices to make. And I think of refugees as something where we want to accept a certain number of refugees because of compassion and helping other people, but there's not a possibility to just accept refugees en masse. So it's a really good example of how compassion has to come from a loving heart, and love has to be balanced. It has to have a masculine and a feminine. We're not loving to for instance, in a maybe extreme example, but a lot of parents do this. They say, "Oh, I love my child," and they keep stuffing the child with more and more and more ice cream and donuts, and the child becomes metabolic disorder, obese, and that creates a lot of suffering. So indulgence, compassion, over compassion creates suffering. So the Buddhist path is always the path down the center, the middle path, because one has to have the masculine and the feminine to be in balance. So if you have a influx of millions of refugees or whatever, it's not going to help the local populations. And so really it's about balance. It's about the middle way and understanding principles in terms of the balance of the masculine and feminine, and honoring the boundary of that, and as an individual, as a collective, and even politically. Sometimes I don't really follow politics too much. I'm not fond of politics because it seems to be quite a negative energy, lots of lies. But occasionally you do get good people in politics who are trying to do good, and I think we must be positive and optimistic that we can manifest new leadership that really cares for the people, that really comes from the people. And I think there's in America, you have a wonderful Kennedy who's just a very sincere person who's involved in the political system. He's not a very political person, I don't think, but he's got the Kennedy ethos, the Kennedy DNA, which is wonderful. And I don't, I'm not part of America. I don't vote, so my opinion doesn't really count. That's one politician I feel really has a good heart and is coming from a good space and wants to promote the collective good. It's important to feel into your own body. How do you feel intuitively about certain people in your life, or in politics? How do you feel about them? And filter that through your body. Don't always follow other people. Definitely avoid the media, because we just get a lot of manipulation from the media, unfortunately. Carlos, welcome, and thank you so much. I'm doing well. Thank you for sharing, and happy to see you, Carlos. And welcome, Stuart from Florida. Stuart's a wonderful friend of the show from Florida. Sylvie, hey, Mike, may I get a reading, please? Yeah, we'll do a reading for you, Sylvie, as the show continues. I do prefer a picture of you, if that's possible. That would be much appreciated. And welcome, Dee. That's great to see you. Where are you, Sylvie? Are you Canada? I think I may have seen you before. And Dee, also, where are you? Carla says corruption in politics. Yeah, this corruption is something we all have to be wary of, because it's like a weed that destroys its host. It's and the more that these ideas are promoted, it becomes very destructive. It becomes a poison. I was talking about toads in Australia and how these are a foreign species, and what we can learn about this. Ethically, what should we do? I don't know if you have thoughts about such things. Some people really don't believe in any death or killing. Particularly the Buddhists are very anti-killing, but these cane toads are poisonous. They kill other creatures. They have these glands in their skin that secrete venom, which is poisonous. And if any bird or anything, dog, comes near the cane toad, it emits this venom, which is very poisonous. So we've brought in these foreign species, and they're creating this destruction. And that's part of the limited thinking of human beings who've made these choices that have consequences. So now we have to live with these cane toads, which are a real scourge. So Kim's written them. Maybe you just gave Debbie a good idea for her next book, Evil Toads. Thank you, Kim. I like it. They're called cane toads. I call them toads. They are toads, but they're cane toads. That's the proper name. And have a beautiful day, Carlos. Thank you for checking in. I'm just having a look at Dee. Dee's in Brooklyn. I've been to Brooklyn, Dee. And Sylvie's in Canada. And welcome to White Light Healing. It's beautiful to have you. We're going to start the show with a little mental clarity, promoting mental well-being, and it's call it a meditation. But if you're operating any heavy machinery or driving, please don't close your eyes. Just stay safe out there. Be sensible. So for those of you who are available and willing, closing your eyes, connecting your feet to the ground, and taking a moment to recognize the body in which you sit, the body in which you reside. Just taking a conscious moment to connect and recognize all that you are physically and energetically. Feeling perhaps the air in the room on your skin, the flow of air. Is it warm? Is it cool? What temperature is it? Our biggest organ is the skin, and that skin is connecting us to the environment around us. It protects us, keeps us safe, keeps us alive. We also receive information from the skin. An example is touch. This magical ability to touch the world, to touch other people, to touch our environment, all comes through the miracle of our senses, the miracle of touch. What can you feel touching your skin? How does the environment around you feel energetically? What do you allow into your inner realm, your inner temple? And how do you express yourself physically in the world? Our skin is our layer of protection, connecting us to our environments and always giving feedback. Is this safe? Is this good? Or is this not safe? Is this not good? Do I need to withdraw? Our skin is a boundary, a physical boundary. How do we interact with that boundary? How do we assert that boundary? How do we play with that boundary? Just becoming conscious of the skin in which you live, the skin in which you live in. Shifting your awareness into your breathing, into your breath. Consciously breathing, placing all your attention on the feeling of breathing. Allowing it to be natural, allowing it to be effortless. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back. Enjoying your breath. And we're going to gently start to bring us out of this meditation focus, stretching your body outwardly, moving your hands and feet, connecting back to the ground, to the earth. In your own time, coming back You may open your eyes. You may bow to each other, bow to yourself, acknowledging the spark within you and the spark within others, the divine spark of love and light. Thank you all, and namaste. Debbie says she does have a toad story, so that's really cool. And I've got a couple of nice emojis from Kim. So we're going to do some readings. I think I've got a dog at the door. I heard a sniff. So it's always nice to have him here for readings to harmonize the energy, bring balance to the field. Dogs have a beautiful consciousness, and they're a beautiful expression of unconditional love and presence, just being in the present moment. They're aware of time, and yet they live in the right now. They don't hold grudges. They forgive easily. So let me know if anyone wants a reading, if you have questions, if you have comments, if you want me to take a world reading or discuss any particular topics. What I am going to do is take a collective reading for the month of February and see what energies I can pick up on for the collective. So February. Okay. So February we have community. What a beautiful card. So February collectively is a time to start connecting with other people. That's really important. Community. So February 2024, I'm just taking a collective read of humanity, of what we're here to do. So if you imagine 2020, 2021, particularly those couple of years, a lot of lockdowns, a lot of separation, fear, anxiety, a lot of those kind of energies that were very, I'll just call them intense, a little bit restrictive for sure. We're moving in a time now, February, where collectively we are invited and encouraged to connect to other people, to share ideas, celebrate each other, find support with other people, and bring this into your life, into your world. Bring your light into sharing with other people. So these are associations. We live with other people. We are collective. We share with other people. We're not designed to be alone. We didn't incarnate to be alone. We're here to have connections and even relationships. So you may be very independent and be building your own life and have that energy of asserting your presence, your design, your vision into the world. But this is encouraging partnership. It's saying you're here to have connections, personal and professional. You're here to network, to build community, to be part of the human experience, which is beneficial for all people, to bring alliance into the world. So many forces of separation, political ideas of forcing people away from each other, and conversations, connections are very important, are vital right now, that we have this eye-to-eye contact, this physical contact. I was meditating on the skin. So have this physicality where you can see people, where you can see people do have different viewpoints. They're still human. They're still breathing. We can celebrate each other. We can we can allow for other viewpoints, even embrace other viewpoints, and see the diamond in yourself and in others. And there's an energy of expansion when we come into contact with others. There's a strong calling here collectively for the second chakra, Archangel Ariel, for this to be activated, the second chakra in the body. It's about sensuality and creativity. This is about fertility, birth. And as a collective, that's encouraging people to create. It's saying human beings are creative beings, and this is saying it's a great time to create and be comfortable with intimacy. It's nurturing yourself, nurturing others. Also, there can be a sensuality about this. Imagining your second chakra is filled with orange light, is flowing like the sun. And then maybe if you are in a relationship, this could be about intimacy as well. Very much connected to the community card, because we're saying connecting with others, not being so alone, allowing relationships back into your life. If you've been separate or single for a long time, allowing that back into the energy of your life and as a collective. And Sylvie, thank you so much for your adding your picture. That's really beautiful, and always helps this show to operate when we can see people and see there are real people. Kim says, don't be shy to offer help or offer a compliment to a complete stranger you may encounter when you're out and about. It may just make their entire day. And thank you, Kim, for that beautiful message. Kim is always sharing wisdom. So we're going to start with some readings, and I think we were starting with Sylvie in Canada. Sylvie, she's added a picture. All right, so let's focus in on Sylvie. Yeah, so I'm getting there's a family gathering. Do you feel there are energies around you, Sylvie? There's definitely a health problem as well. So it's really important that you focus on your health, Sylvie, on getting healthy. And there's a lot of information out there, but really take this on board that you can open a doorway to your own health and healing, that you're not a victim of your experience. So the doorway to your personal healing, that you can open that doorway. So a lot of people feel almost don't have the power, the autonomy, the agency to make choices. It's saying to me, you can open that door. I do feel that there is a contract being signed. That does feel that there's a lot of administration that you're involved in. It does feel that there's a contract that you're signing. It may involve some business deal, but it feels like you're involved in a lot of administration. You're real someone who really serves. You really serve your community. So that's really wonderful that you have that serving energy. Sometimes it's important that you serve yourself, that you put yourself first, and also recognize, particularly with your health, that you need to take autonomy, take back control of your own physical well-being, because no one's giving this to you as a gift. It's got to come from internally honoring yourself and placing boundaries around yourself and following a healthy path. So that's very important. It's going to open up a lot of healing and possibility. Manifesting is important right now. Really shift the energy into acknowledging your own powers. It just feels like you've given your power away continually, Sylvie. It's always serving others, and time to serve yourself. Time to put yourself first. Time to honor your own path, your own physical well-being, and enough about other people sometimes. The Buddha taught the middle way, the middle path. So if you're drowning, you cannot help other people ultimately. So we have to protect ourselves, look after ourselves, and then we can help so many more people. So thank you, Sylvie, and have a beautiful evening. Lisa, welcome. Thank you, Lisa. So I think everyone can see just at the bottom the Facebook group. So please do contact me on Facebook, on YouTube. I do have a YouTube show. And let's just have a look at the comments, see what's happening. We had Sylvie. I think we were looking at Dee. And Dee's in Brooklyn, New York. So Dee, I would appreciate your full name, but that's okay. So we'll do a reading on Dee. Just clearing the energy. And let's have a look at Dee. I'm just trying to get a picture of you, Dee. It's very small on my screen. So, fantastic. Okay. So we can see how we as human beings operate in physical space. And that was partly what the meditation is about, is that you can get a feeling of Dee, of her energy from that picture, because she's showed her body, her physical form. So I can get more of a feeling for how she's interacting with the world, what she feels about herself, what she thinks about herself, any particular blockages that she has. From the picture reveals 1,000 words, so we can see so much from a picture, even how she holds herself, what her body movements are like, her posture. And sometimes people are protecting something, so thank you so much, Dee, for sharing your picture. And let's have a look at you. As I said, I've been to Brooklyn, so I stayed there. I stayed in Brooklyn, and it's got very, very busy the last few years. Okay, let's have a look at you, Dee. Let's just pick another card there. All right. I'm going to pick from the Oracle deck for you, Dee. Work Your Light Oracle deck. Let's have a look at you. All right. Okay, so Dee, this card is encouraging you to share your voice with the world. It's saying time to step up your vibration, to move into more maturity with yourself and with how you interact with the world. So it feels like you've been a little bit hidden away. It says, come out of the cave, let's express yourself. So some sort of creative expression where you can bring out your own energy and express it into the world, because it feels like there's a truth deep within you that's been held back, that longs to be expressed. So this is saying, this is time for you to express yourself. Your soul is not here by accident. Share your voice, and this is going to be a powerful energy for the whole planet. So it's like every one of us is part of the symphony, the divine symphony or even part of Mother Gaia. So we all have a unique tone that the world needs to harmonize with. So express yourself, share your voice, and speak to those who cannot hear you, Dee. Now, I've got some energies around you. There's definitely a call for just waiting a little bit. It feels like you're rushing things and you want things to happen now. So just be a little bit strategic. Take a deep breath. You don't need everything to happen right now. So slow down. That's the message coming across. And if you can really direct your energy towards what you really want, you're going to get a much stronger result. So this card is encouraging you to slow down a little bit and to allow the universe to work for you, because it feels like you're pushing too hard. And then it also says to take a step back and appreciate the things that are good in your life, the good things around you. So it feels like that's really important to be in that state of gratitude. That's going to allow for more goodness to come in for you, Dee. Now, I am getting some business orientation. I'm getting a connection to a female energy, and she's going to help you. She's there. You're connected to her. She's there to support you in terms of your own value. So you do have that support, and you can start to make some financial goals in your life to take you forward. And it feels like you have that support, so things are moving forward. And thank you so much, Dee, for coming in today. All right, so does anyone else want a reading? So pick a card, just let me know in the comments. How are you feeling today? What's happening in your world? What's happening in the world? We're all here to dream our world, to dream up our world, and to bring ourselves into the existence of the individual and the collective. It's always a balance between individual and collective. What I observe, I create. What I conceive of, I can receive of. So, Lisa King, let's see what we have for you. Let's have a look at you, Lisa. And the donation tag or the donation link is in the comments section. It does help the channel to continue, and it also, if you do want a reading, it helps support this channel. So Lisa King. All right, so Lisa, it's just important you socially network, interact, and find your connection to your community, because that's the number one thing for you right now, to get into the community. That's going to lead to value and action. The first step is community for you. I am seeing some loving energy around you as well. It feels like the number one thing is getting the network right, getting into the community, and that's going to unlock some value for you, and perhaps even a love interest. Let's have a look at this other deck for you, Lisa. Okay. All right, so this is just encouraging you, reminding you that life is not a treadmill. So get off the treadmill, take a break, find some sustenance. Find sustenance outside of always doing things and always being on a mission. So this is saying take a moment to soak in your feminine energy, your receptive energy, celebrate your divine feminine energy. It will help you recalibrate and to open. There's a surrender in being female. It's a beautiful surrender. And that is something that's a lot of people have lost the wonder and beauty in that surrender and that trust, that act of faith that you are protected, you are supported. That's really important. So thank you so much, Lisa, for coming in today, and I'm wishing you good luck. And anyone else who's live, who wants a reading, just write in the comments section now. We are gonna see Dana. So anyone who wants a reading, just type it in the comments. Thank you, Lisa. Okay. And Kim Lanza, may I please have a card? So we're just going to pick a card for Kim. And then after that, Dana. So Kim. So Kim, it's telling me you need to get out in nature, something really that will nurture your spirit. And this is really important that you get out in nature, because there's too many energies pulling on you, and they're kind of pulling on you in different directions, and it's creating confusion. It's kind of like a vortex or that's pulling you in away, and that's pulling you away from yourself. So connecting to the energy of nature is connecting to the life force itself, the energy of abundance, Mother Gaia. That is going to really awaken you to your path, to who you are innately, instead of all the clutter around you right now. Go into something raw, natural, away from people, far away from people and things, something alive that has the life force energy. So that's really important, Kim. There are some possibilities almost like on different, quite different, not the same, like a different possibilities opening for you, Kim. I'm just gonna pick from the Oracle Work Your Light deck and see what's happening, Kim. All right. So this is also encouraging you to call in your soul family, Kim, to find connections that are on your wavelength. It's saying you don't have to do this alone. You can call in the support of others. But it definitely advises you to tune your energy like a tuning fork or like a musical instrument. It says tune it and don't get so stuck into the niggles of other people. Trust your path. Clarify your boundaries and make it very pure. I'm feeling like going into purity is going to unlock a lot of answers for you. Very pure instead of all the impurities. So detox is going to help you go into nature to help you detox from all this, all these layers of energies that are not yours, Kim. That's what they're telling me. Energies that are not yours. Come into yourself, your own authentic, pure energy, and that's your godliness. That's your divine consciousness, and that's how you're here to share your light with the world. It's telling me actually this is something every day that you need. I don't know if that's viable. You actually need that every day just to tune yourself back into that energy of nature. So thank you, Kim, and thank you for being a friend of the show. Dana, Trisha, we're gonna have a look at you, Dana, Trisha. All right, let's have a look at you, Dana. Okay, so it feels that clarifying the energy to remove the knots. It feels like there's a journey involved here, Dana. So it feels like this journey is going to purify your path, but it requires you to go on a journey. So life is always a journey, and every new decision takes us on a new path, a new road. So this is saying that there is some movement, that this is going to open things up for you and attract more blessings into your life. It also feels like that being open to receive is an important message for you, Dana, to open yourself up and say, I am ready to receive, because there is a wish fulfillment here. There is a blessing coming through from the universe, where it's like a harvest, where spirit is applauding your efforts. It's saying, and it feels like you're very, very hard working. It feels like you put a lot of energy and a little bit more love for yourself to really align the energies and be open to receive. So there is a spiritual connection for you, spiritual portal. It's going to really help you open up the channels to love yourself, to really love yourself, and your discipline feels very, very finely attuned and mastered. So have the discipline to love yourself. So bring that discipline into loving yourself and honoring yourself and allowing yourself to flow in a perfect, healthy state, and allow that energy to flow to you. There is that spiritual connection. And thank you so much, Dana. Just reading your comments. I do put a lot of energy into my kids and my job. I work with disabilities. Okay. Thank you so much, Dana. We're going to look at Athena. I'm just can't quite make out that image, but it looks like there's the sun at the top. So the light is shining through Athena. And your name is so beautiful. What a beautiful name. I really like this name, Athena. It's got such a grandeur about it, the goddess of wisdom. And it's a feminine name. So thank you, Athena. Bringing inspiration from the sky. So definitely you have this divine portal that's connecting through your third eye, and it tells me it's a multi-dimensional energy. There's a happy family energy around you. So I'm seeing a rainbow around you, Athena. So it's really, really positive. you are here to have closeness and caring connections, to spend time with your family, have that as a priority, and to experience your family at a deeper level. I'm just going to see if there's any other cards for you, Athena. It just feels like you need to focus your financial expenses. It just feels like budgeting is going to support that. So rein in your expenses and focus on budgeting. That's what I get for you, Athena. I'm going to pick a card from the light deck for you, Athena. Okay. So there's definitely a rose energy around you that's happening for you, that's opening up to the environment. It says that there are that you are being triggered, that there is people around you that are mirroring you. So remember that you're part of this creation. You're like a flower that is connected to other people, and this is encouraging you to get clarity on those things and to realize that you are the creator. You're creating this. You are expanding your consciousness through these soul choices. So it's quite an intricate consciousness that you're expressing in the world. It's definitely something involving different layers, different. I would say being human is a courageous act, Athena. So just remember, being human is a courageous act of a life well lived. Is going to have loss and even tragedy, as well as adventure and triumph. So it feels like you are very connected to the human experience. You care for the human experience, and life is coaxing it all out of you. So have an open heart, allow it to unfold, see the blessing. Everything is going to be okay for you, Athena. So lots of love and blessing to you, and thank you so much for being on our show today. And we're going to wrap it up. It's been an honor and privilege to be with you today, and I wish everyone a beautiful evening, beautiful day, wherever you are in the world. Please follow the show, subscribe, and we do welcome donations as well. So thank you, everyone. Lots of love, and see you next week.